Well, hello, I'm Lynn Evans, Curator of Archaeology for Mackinac State Historic Parks, and we're back here in the collection storage area of the Peterson Center in Mackinac City to take another deep dive into the archaeology collection. As the Curator for Archaeology, my main responsibility is to direct the project at Michilimackinac, but all of the Mackinac State Historic Parks have archaeological sites on them, and so anytime we do construction, it's my job to make sure that nothing important is disturbed. Today's artifact is from a project like that. We recently completed a restroom shelter building on Mackinac Island behind Fort Mackinac. Now, the area behind Fort Mackinac had many buildings in the mid-19th century, a bakery, some privies, a carpenter shop, the post hospital, the morgue. A few of them are still standing today, but most of them were torn down in about 1913. When we did the restroom shelter, it had a small footprint, but it required some long and deep trenches for the electricity, the water, and the sewer services. We never found any distinct evidence of any of the support buildings, but we did find areas where trash had been brought in to level out the ground and make it a better building surface. And that's where this artifact came from. It's a piece of a plain white ironstone vessel, probably a plate, but definitely something with a flat bottom. And it has no design, but it has part of the maker's mark on the back. And because of the maker's mark, we can tell exactly who made it, when, and where. This is one of the marks of the Homer Laughlin Company. They were headquartered in East Liverpool, Ohio, and this particular mark dates from between 1897 to 1904. Now, the first commercial industrial potteries were the Chinese porcelain potteries. Then the English Staffordshire potteries came to be the most important in the mid-18th century. By the mid-19th century, there was also a pottery industry in the United States, partly in Ohio and partly in New Jersey. This is part of the Ohio one. Now, because the Staffordshire potteries were so well known, many of the American potters used marks that incorporated things like the crown to imply that they were British or they were as good as the British. This mark, when you see the entire thing, is entirely different. When you first look at it, you think that, oh, the name and the lion for England are just misaligned. But when you see the final mark, you see that actually the lion is held upside down in the talons of an American eagle. And this is Homer Laughlin's way of saying American products are better than English products. By the way, Homer Laughlin is still in business today, and they're known for making Fiesta ware. Now, if you're interested in learning more about archaeology at any of the Mackinac State Historic Parks, I invite you to visit our Explore at Home pages on MackinacParks.com. These pages and many of our exhibits and programs are sponsored by our friends group, the Mackinac Associates. We appreciate all of their support, and if you'd like to join this supportive group, I invite you to check out their web pages for information on how to become a member. Thank you.